Uh, Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good. So I'm Emily, and I do a rock show. And um, you are Sabrina Fallah. Is that how you say your name?
Exactly. Yep. Fala. Yep.
Awesome. I get terrified at doing last names sometimes. So
Yes. Some names can be hard to pronounce. Yeah.
yeah. So tell us some. Tell us more about you and what kind of got you into music.
So I'm a rock singer, songwriter, and guitarist. I love to perform. So sometimes when I go on stage, it's hard to get me off. I just love being on stage. My influences are Green Day, Bon Jovi, and Billy Idol. And I feel like I was just born into music. I started writing short stories and poetry when I was very young. And then I started playing the piano and then grabbed the guitar. And I won my first competition at age of 14, which when I realized that's what I wanted to do, become a singer. And then when I heard the American Idiot album of Green Day, that's when I said, I want to be a rock singer. So Green Day is the reason why I'm in rock. So, yeah.
That's awesome. It's kind of similar to me, but not quite music stage wise. I
Right.
do not like being in front of crowds, so that's why.
Yeah, I had to face my fears. I cried for 2 hours before I went to sing in that competition, and then I won. But after that, I just said, you just have to keep going and keep doing it. But I had to face a lot of challenges because I was a very shy person, and sometimes I still can be. But I face all of my fears, so I'm able to do it. You just have to keep going forward, and
Yeah,
then you achieve it. But singing in front of people is not easy. But I love it when the crowd is singing or cheering. I just I love the feeling of the crowd. That's why when now that we're in the pandemic, I have to do virtual concerts. It's not the same. So it's not like, oh my God, like how am I supposed to do this? But I try to do my best, but I just love being in front of the crowd.
awesome. So my next question would be, why rock compared to any other genre of music?
Oh, that's a new one. And nobody's ever asked me that. That's good. Why rock? Attitude, um, edge. Um, I feel I could put more feel when I'm singing. I don't know why. It's just I used to sing pop growing up, but when I found the American Idiot album and I heard Green Day, I was like, now this is what I want. Edge, punch, attitude, in your face. Don't care about like that kind of feel. Because rock is like putting your feeling in the song and really punching it and showing it. And also I love pop. I sing it still, but when I sing rock, it's like I can put all of my feelings and just rock it out, you know? It's me. And I've actually interesting thing is I've had a producer try to change me into pop, and I said no. So I feel that rock is me as a person, and I've always wanted to do something that is different, and that rock is who I am. As a like rock is me. Like um I will always like if I do side projects, I would love to try to do other styles, but when I'm recording to release a record or an EP or a single, rock is my style. Any kind of rock, soft rock, hard rock, punk rock, now heavy rock, but I'm not going to go into screamo yet. Haven't done it. I would love to try it, but I haven't gotten there. But I like doing different styles of rock. Yeah.
Awesome. So you've talked about your musical influences. Do you think they help when you are writing music and lyrics?
Yes. and they also help um, for the feel. Like if I'm thinking of like for example, my song "Hurt," I was thinking of Bon Jovi's song "You Want to Make a Memory" because of the of the slow tempo, and I thought that's what I want. And it's funny because "Hurt" has a little bit of country in it, and in the production. So I'm like, yeah, it's definitely a Bon Jovi influence. So yes, some of their music helped me with my music, and like if I want to do an upbeat, I'll think of like of a Green Day or a Bon Jovi too. But Bon Jovi has that country edge. But Billy Idol as well has helped me a lot too. But Green Day has helped me a lot vocally as well for the raspiness. Now this might shock you. When I'm practicing to work on my vocals to go like up in the scales like that, I sing a lot of Kelly Clarkson
I love
because
Kelly Clarkson.
uh, because her vocals are so good, and I can sing her songs, so I love to practice going up in my register singing her songs, because if I can sing her high notes, I'm good.
Yeah,
I feel like okay, I'm singing it right if I'm hitting those notes, because she goes up there. So I just love her. She's so good. She's so
yeah.
good.
I love her
Yeah.
attitude to everything. Yeah,
But she's so sweet though. She's so sweet.
yeah, and awesome as well. I like Kelly Clarkson. Surprise everyone. I don't just listen to rock music.
No, but Kelly Clarkson's earlier stuff had
Yeah,
a
it
bit
was
of
more.
pop
Yeah,
rock. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But
yeah,
she's very eclectic, and you can see that with all her.
she sings a lot of variety, which you can see vocally how much she can do,
Yeah.
which not a lot of artists can do.
No. Yeah.
She's like in American Idol, she could sing every style they were giving her.
Yeah.
And I think that's why she won, because she was able to do it so well, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like wow. Yeah. And her career flew
Yeah.
after American Idol. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, who are your biggest non-musical influences?
Biggest non-musical influences. That's a new one too. Like not in music.
Yeah. So it could be anyone from
L-
like
like
anyone.
an actor or
Yes, or maybe a family member, or I don't know, just some random person you met one night and just thought that was some
can
great
it
advice or something. I don't
can
know.
it be my cat that I just got about a week ago?
Yeah.
He's been inspiring me recently with some things. It's a cat, my beautiful cat. But if I was thinking, well, it's interesting because well, actually, I have to give credit to my cousin Jeff, because when I was young and I was starting to get into music, and he would always be playing his guitar, and I used to record some of my earlier songs when I was on MySpace, just posting it on MySpace in his studio. So and all the time I would see him, he would say, no matter what your friends do, don't give up your music, because that's what you enjoy. You don't have to have your friends always being in music, and it's true. You do what you do because you want to do it, not because your friends are saying not to do it or you got to do it. It's because you want it, and it's true. Like if I had given it up, it wouldn't have been good, because my friends were not in music at all. I was the only one, so it's like Ah, they would be out partying while I'm at home for 6 hours practicing and writing, and because that's me. I enjoyed it. I didn't feel like I lost anything from going to a party. Honestly, I don't do that stuff. I'm not the party at all. And even if I take a sip of alcohol, I fall asleep.
That's me.
I can't I can't intake alcohol. I'm always the driver. Like if I do go out, I'm always the driver because I just drink water or soda. I don't drink alcohol. Um, there's no need to, honestly. Like,
Mm,
I don't feel like alcohol is needed, but once in a while, if I do, I know I'm gonna sleep.
that's me. And even if I do drink, it's never the full pint. It's always like a few sips and that's it.
I'm always like I'm opening a beer. If anybody wants it after a few sips of me, like, take it, because I can't finish it all. But even if I do finish it, I'm out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like I have to be home and not going anywhere. Like, I don't know why my body could never intake it, but maybe it's a good thing. So it's a safety thing, meaning don't drink it anymore if you can't handle it, you know. But if I do drink, I like margaritas and Bailey.
Cool.
But that's about it. No wine or, well, some beers have to be sweet, but no, I'm not a wine drinker. I don't like wine.
No. This might be a hard question, but
Oh, I like hard questions.
what's your favourite song that you've written so far?
I've been asked that one before.
Sorry.
Favorite song? I can't say, because if I recorded it, I liked it. That's really hard. Maybe favorite song to perform, maybe One Chance, because it's a song that I wrote when I was like about when I was in college, and it's a song that a lot of people react to when I'm performing it. But favorite song, can't say. I love them all, but that would be favorite song I like to start with at my show because it's upbeat. But that's all I can say. Ah, it's so hard. It's like asking me what's your favorite Green Day song.
Mm.
And then I'm like, all. I can't pick. I can't pick.
Okay. What was it like working with your the three producers that you've worked with? Stuart Epps, Chris Burkett, and
Yeah,
Kent Wells. How were they all
amazing.
different styles, or how was it working with them?
Um, how can I? They were okay. They were very open in what I wanted. So they would all of them ask me, what do you want to sound like? Who are your influences? What do you want this song to be like? They gave me creative credit, meaning if I wanted to add something, they accepted it. If they had anything that they wanted to include, they would ask me and explain why. They were very nice, and um the thing I liked about them is they got to know me as an artist before they worked with me, to get an idea of what kind of an artist I was, which why the products came out so well, because they got to know exactly what I wanted to sound like on the record. And it's amazing. Like, I heard what I wanted in my head before I actually heard it in front of me, and it was exact. And sometimes it came out even like, wow, I didn't expect this, but it sounds even better. Like, yeah, they were all, and I would work with them all again. Like, definitely.
Awesome. Well, obviously you came to the UK. Did you? What did you do while you were here? Did you go outside the studio, or was it just
It was
studio
just,
and then just?
and it was okay. This is funny. I would wake up in my hotel, have my little tea with the biscuits. I love the biscuits, and then I would go to the hotel. I mean, sorry, studio, and then I would come back and eat fish and chips every night, because that was the healthiest food I could have for my vocals. My God, the fish was huge. But it's so good. And the chips are good too.
Cool.
Very, very good. Did I have time to go anywhere else? Well, my mom was with me, so she was able to go around, and she would find this little place where they would sell little, like, muffins or cookies and stuff, and bring them for me. But I didn't really have time to see anything. So I really need to go back one sometime and go there and actually look around because I didn't have time. Also, I was jet lagged too. So my sleeping was messed, but I wasn't tired, but I didn't have proper sleep, but it's okay. That's what happens when you're traveling and the jet lag hits, but yeah. I almost fell in the studio, but that was funny. That was jet lag. But that was a laugh. That was a laugh.
Now, do you play an instrument? And if you do, what made you pick that instrument to play?
Well, I did play piano, but I stopped because I didn't feel piano was gonna be my instrument. I still play it, but I don't play it like on stage or anything. I grabbed the guitar because Billy from Green Day plays guitar and I wanted to be like him.
Yeah, that was me. I was like, I want to play guitar, but then it never stuck. So I was like, oh.
Oh,
But then I was like, that's why I wanted to do something with music. But because I can't play an instrument, I was like, what could I do that would still be part of music? And I was like, this will do.
yeah,
It's still within music, so and it helps artists and stuff.
of course.
Yeah. So yeah. What's the best advice that you've been given, music wise and non music wise?
I think this would go for both. Never give up in what you want to do in life. In music or out of music, in business, anything. Or if you want to try something in life that you never tried before, try it because there are going to be people out there that are jealous that you're able to do it and they can't. You just have to go with your gut pretty much. And your gut is always right. It's always right. From
Yes.
my experience, when I go with my gut feeling, it's always right. Yeah.
Cool. Who would you like to collaborate with, either musically on recordings or on live on stage, or kind of like producer wise?
Okay. For the musical aspect of it, Green Day would be the first one. For the producer, Rob Cavallo, I think that's how you say his name, because he worked with Green Day and Simple Plan and lots of the rock bands I like. I forgot which album he worked on with Green Day, but from what I know from his list of artists, I want to work with him. But trying to contact him and get to him, I have to keep trying. But he's one I've always wanted to see if he would even work with me. So I'm sure he would, but it's just getting into his contact, getting to him. But I'm sure.
Yeah. And back in the days when we could go out for concerts, right? What
Mm.
has what's been the craziest thing to happen to you at a concert, or maybe a friend that you've brought to a concert or something?
Um, you mean like going to a concert?
Yeah, going to a concert or maybe at one of your gigs. Or
I'll talk about when I went to see Billy Idol in 2017. I met somebody there, and we're now very good friends. And she and I were giving hearts to Billy Idol, like holding our hands and hearts. And Billy Idol was actually looking at us when we were like dancing, so that was cool. And after that, Billy Idol gave her and I his set list.
that's cool.
So he noticed us enough to show us that he recognized us. So he definitely gave us the eye. That night was crazy. Like, oh, he still got it. He still got it. That's for sure.
And the next question is it when we're allowed. Don't know if it's like that in Canada still or not, but when we're allowed out after lockdown and tours happen again, who would you want to go on tour with?
If I could,
Yeah.
ever, my God, Green Day would be first, but Bon Jovi, Billy Idol, Simple Plan, Avril Lavigne, Kelly Clarkson, the list goes on. But Green Day would always be the first one I would try to go to.
And when you were touring, has there ever been something that you've forgotten? You know, like that moment when you just drive off and you're like half an hour away from your house and you're like, oh, that's what I forgot. Sort of.
I'm actually really organized. I haven't gotten to that point where, oops, I forgot something.
That's
Not yet. The thing about me is if I'm packing to go somewhere, I pack like a week before I go, so I know I have everything. Yeah, I'm crazy. I'm literally crazy. And then I write everything down and check it off. Yeah, I'm really organized. Yeah, and yeah, I know, but it's good to write things down. It helps.
Can you remember the first album you've ever bought?
Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. Yes, I was a Britney Spears fan before I came into rock.
There's nothing
I
wrong with it.
no, there's nothing wrong with it because it's Britney, and I still have it.
Yeah. So is this still a lockdown in Canada? And if it is, what have you been
I
doing?
think in 2 weeks they're gonna open stores slowly, but we're still in lockdown.
Yeah. So what have you been doing in lockdown? Have you been learning new hobbies or writing? Obviously, writing
Well,
songs.
in the summer, when the lockdown like was really bad and we were really locked in completely, I taught myself how to barbecue.
That's
But
cool.
now in the winter, um, just doing things that normally I wouldn't have time to do, like watching more movies, more shows. Um, I am writing, but resting, resting the mind, resting the body. Now I got a cat, so I have more time to play with the kitty. He's 4.5 months now. He's a baby.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So you were saying you've been watching TV and movies, and do you stream like?
I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus, but I like watching horror movies. Yes. Anything I can find that's horror that catches me, I'll watch it, and I'm laughing at it pretty much, but yeah, it doesn't scare me at all.
Uh,
It's very well done, but not enough to scare me.
so have you been watching anything non-horror? And
Uh that's a good one. I'm trying to remember. I'm not, no, I can't.
like Star Wars versus Star Trek, which or
Star
both
Wars.
kill.
Star Wars.
Awesome. Okay.
I grew up watching that so much that it's Star Wars.
Awesome. Okay, my last question.
Okay.
Okay, is have you been listening to any new artists or mainstream or independent?
Okay. I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago, Lucas Graham from Denver came out. 7 years. Once
Yeah.
I was 7 years old. He is the only new artist that I've listened to in the last 3 years that I actually bought the record of. That got me. I heard him on the radio, and then I remember telling my dad, "Who is this? 7 years. Who is this guy? His voice, his soul, like his voice." And then I'm like, Lucas Graham. I heard the album, bought it. Bought the next one. I'm waiting for the next one. His voice is so soothing. It's like he's singing with no effort, like he's just. And I love how he writes about his father and his brother and his wife and his kids. Like he's writing a story, and it's beautiful. I can connect to what he's writing because it's true. It's true what he's writing, and it's so beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you for doing the interview with me.
Thank you for having me, and I really enjoyed all of the questions because there were a few that were new, which were interesting. I like getting some new questions. They're nice.
That's good because I like watching like the interviews of artists and bands, and you can tell when they've been asked that question a lot.
They ask the same simple ones when it's like, can you rephrase it differently? But sometimes you can't. But you ask some similar ones, but you rephrase them differently.
Oh. Okay.
I can't remember, but the way you were asking it is different than what somebody else. It's different, and yeah, it's nice, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. So hope you have a great day, rest of your day. It's almost night for me here.
I know. So you enjoy your evening, and and I'll enjoy the rest of my day. I'm about to go do a workout now. Get some exercise into my day. I try to do exercise because this is the time of the at this time going through COVID. I try to exercise so I'm not overeating, stressing over it. So keeping healthy, and yeah, staying healthy, and wear your masks, guys.
Yeah.
Wear your mask. Like this is not like. You protect you protect others, slow down the spread. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's in Canada, it's getting lower. That's why they're opening it, but they're opening it really slowly, different provinces at a time, not all of them together, because they want to make sure that it's not going to start spreading fast. So they're very careful.
Yeah. Well, we're still in lockdown, and we will be for till March time. So
yeah, I'm sure if once they open it up, they're gonna close it again because
yeah, not everyone follows the instructions. Just follow the instructions, and we get out more, and then we can get back to concerts.
Yeah. I just can't wait for the day. Everybody, go out and have fun. Everybody's gonna.
It'll be like one of those battle scenes when they go charge, and then everyone will go out.
And then it's gonna be like nobody's gonna be on the internet because they're all gonna be finally running outside to do something outside, and then the internet's gonna be like, who knows? But it's like, thank God we have internet and Wi-Fi and data and iPhones and stuff, because imagine if we didn't have it. Imagine if we had to dial up. You remember back in the day with the dial up?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be awful right now. But those were the days with MSN and MySpace. I grew up with those days, but thank God we have internet, we have cell phone, we have FaceTime, Skype, all WhatsApp, all these different apps, so we can communicate.
Yeah. Well,
sounds good.
Thanks again. Hope to do another interview in the future.
Yeah, when I have some newer stuff, because I tried to go into the studio last year, but then the whole thing started with the COVID, so
It's not good.
No.
Well, thanks again. And
thank you.
see you then.
Okay, bye.